A movie review hasn't been featured on my channel in a long time, and I'll tell you why. Because I really haven't had the opportunity to go to the movies. And if you can't go to the movies, you can't see a movie, and you can't review the movie because you need to see the movie in order to review the movie. And now that I have seen a movie in Iron Man 2, I can review it. So, I'm going to review it right now. And Iron Man 2 was an amazing film. It is probably the best superhero movie I have personally seen. Let me put it this way, best Marvel superhero movie I have seen since Spider-Man 2. Definitely, I can't say it was the best super movie I've seen since Spider-Man 2, because definitely one of the Batmans would take its place. Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. It's definitely not as good as either of those, but Iron Man 2 was definitely a real great one. I mean, okay, there was a few parts in there, and people have been saying this. Friends of mine have been saying, it was a good movie, but, had me falling asleep in a few parts. And I can see what they're saying. There was definitely way more dialogue in this one. It was longer than the first, but I have to say, ultimately, it was better. And not by a little bit, by a lot. Now, I can excuse, usually, I am someone who hates movies that are bogged down by mindless dialogue, and I just hate mindless crap in movies, and that would probably make me rate it down. But I can forgive it, because when this movie did kick in with the action and the good parts, it was amazing and it was groundbreaking. Special effects, holy shit, are they amazing! I mean, they're even better than the first. I can't even believe that Iron Man was in 2008 and this movie's 2010. The movies were barely 2 years apart, and this one is so much higher on the charts than the first in terms of special effects. It's amazing. Look at the final battle in this movie when Iron Man and War Machine face off against the droids. It is the drones, excuse me. They are so the scene looks so incredible, so lifelike. I was just blown away by it. It is simply an incredible work of art. It is graphically one of the greatest things I have seen, computer generated. It's a masterpiece. And let me say that Robert Downey Jr. is just a fine actor. I mean, ever since this guy's been out of rehab, he has been on fire, and Tony Stark is his role. He is like dedicated to this role. He is cocky. He is funny. He's amazing as Tony Stark, and I really could not see in any walk of life who could play Tony Stark better than Robert Downey Jr. I mean, he is just an amazing actor, and for the casting call, it was such a wise choice since the first Iron Man to put him in the shoes of Tony Stark. He just does an amazing job, and it equals for an amazing movie. I mean, Iron Man 2 is just an all-round success. It is a fun movie. It is so entertaining. It hits on all the right marks. I mean, it really did not go wrong, except for a few parts that get bogged down by mindless dialogue. They probably could have trimmed it by, say, 10 or 20 minutes and got rid of some of the useless crap. Of course, you're going to want to stay for the credits. You probably heard on YouTube already, and from friends, stay until after the credits. There's a big surprise at the end. I was greeted by that, waiting on the line for this movie. Some geekazoids yelled at, "Stay to the end of the movie at the end credits. It's awesome!" And it's not incredibly awesome, but it's a nice lead into the next film. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, because you people are just going to probably spam this video with hate comments. So you know what, I'm not in the mood for all that. So, I'll just leave it at that. Stay there after the credits, and just see what's going on after that. But overall, Iron Man 2 is definitely a recommendation. It's a great film, and it was definitely worth the wait, the hype, and all that. Just it just delivered. Go see it.